G'day trendsetters, how you going? It's Stuart here, and today I want to talk about mulberry. Quite specifically this one, but also this one is a dwarf mulberry. So today's probably the first day of sunshine we've had in at least a good week, and the place is thoroughly soaked. I think we've had about 3 inches over the last 14 odd days, which is just fabulous. But that's not what I'm here to talk about. Dwarf mulberry, thanks to Bernice, with whom I work at Glenville Villas. She mentioned that she'd managed to strike a dwarf mulberry, and that she had a couple, and I went, "Oh, do you mind if I have one?" And she's very kindly said yes, and this is it. Now, dwarf, when it comes to mulberry, is a fairly relative term. A full-grown mulberry will grow between 6 to 8 metres tall if in the right conditions, if you let them. And relatively, dwarf, this will still grow to 3 metres. So dwarf just means that it's not going to grow the full 6 to 8 metres of a good mulberry. But on top of that, to try and keep the size down, because really I just want to pick a few fresh mulberries, maybe make a little bit of mulberry jam and maybe a mulberry pie or two. So I don't need, or I don't want, a whole lot of mulberries. For that reason, I'm going to grow it in a pot. And what I'm hoping is that the pot will restrict it'll obviously restrict the root zone, and therefore I'm hoping that will restrict the overall size of the mulberry. I'm guessing it'll still grow to about 2 metres. The pot that I'll finally put it in, I'm thinking at this stage will be about 600 millimetre or a 2-foot pot. So it's still quite a sizable pot. For now though, I'm just, instead of going from here right straight into the 600 ml pot, which isn't a good idea, basically because the roots just go bang straight to the outside, and there's a whole lot of wasted potting mix that's not being used by the plant. So if you go up incrementally to the final size pot, you get a more compact root zone, which will allow the plant to take up more nutrient as you supply it, because it's in a pot, so it's not going to be able to get nutrient any other way. But for today, I'm just going from, this is about a 150 ml to about a 200 ml. And I'll probably go from the 200 to a 300, 300 to 450, then 450 eventually into my 600 ml pot. Basically, I think that's about all I want to tell you about dwarf mulberries. They are, if you know somebody who's got one, they are a fairly easy plant to propagate. You can strike semi-hardwood cuttings in late summer or slightly harder wood cuttings through the cooler winter months. So, if you found that at all helpful, please subscribe and like. My goal is I'm looking for 1,000 subscribers, 200 by Christmas. That's this Christmas, not next Christmas. So every time you hit that subscribe button, I just get that little bit closer, and I greatly appreciate it, and thank you very much for watching. That's about it for now. I might just do a little time lapse of me potting this up, and that's it. Cheers.